I've always been fascinated by places that have been left behind. Hidden deep in Utah's West Desert is an entire mountain range covered with abandoned mines and pieces of history slowly disappearing into the landscape. So I headed out into one of the most remote mountain ranges to see what remnants of that forgotten history that I could find. Imagine it's the 1870s and you hear about this land to the west that has so much potential that you could strike it rich. You know, imagine hearing about open land free for the taking where you can put up a mining claim and potentially hit silver, hit gold, right? And take care of yourself and your family for the rest of your life. Well, that's kind of a story that's really been told throughout Utah and throughout the West, you know, during the gold rush of California. And right now, I'm out here in a very remote part of the northwestern Utah desert. You can see the salt flats around me. And what's interesting is there is nothing behind me, right? And then seemingly out of nowhere, this mountain range just appears. There's a lot of old mining claims, a lot of old mines, some shafts in there. And it's a really remote part of Utah. And not a lot of people come out here, and I couldn't find too much information on it. Oh, it's raining. Shoot. Let's go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary to hear thunder, and I'm the only metal object out here. So, the roads are getting pretty muddy. It's got new tires, so should be okay. Famous last words. All right, I made it to the first mine. I already have some buildings right here, or no, by buildings I mean this. Yeah, I mean this whole area was just people coming out here, putting a claim, trying to get rich. It was all temporary shelters, temporary buildings, you know, like this one behind me. And actually, there's one right here. Look at this thing. Yeah, you got your shingles here. Not much lasts out here in the desert with the rain and wind if you don't take care of it. Yeah, just an old building that has fallen to time. Yeah, I'm gonna hike up to that mine that I'll probably show you on the drone. Shouldn't be too far of a hike here. I can see it up there. Yeah, look at this little thing here. You need to watch out for animals too. I mean, there's not really humans that come out here. Oh yeah, that goes in there. A little bit. You know what, that reminds me. I'm going to get my backpack and put a really powerful flashlight in it. And so I don't have to carry this stupid thing around. Oh. Okay, I'm ready. I don't know why I didn't just do that in the first place. Let's check out that little claim that I just found with the flashlight. Awesome. That didn't help at all. All right, let's keep going up. Let's get to that big structure that's up there. Found another little hole. I'm still hiking up to this top there. And the typical way to ship ore or whatever you find is by railroad. And we are so far from a railroad right now. So not only, I mean, these mines did have some stuff in it, but I mean, it had to be worth it, right? I mean, to haul it out to the nearest train, to the nearest city. So not only did it have to be a really good mine just to make up for that, but you know, just the isolation really killed it. Oh man, this is so cool. I'm seeing a bunch of entrances and interesting things here. Look at this. It's kind of dug out of the side, that side too. Pretty shallow hole here. See, it goes just right there. That's the end. Yeah, they're just kind of poking in these rocks, looking to see where things go. Look at me acting like I know what I'm talking about. Made it. Let's check it out. Wow. I like how the mountains aren't too tall here. Makes it easier for hiking. But look at this. Was that a big winch system at one point? Oh. Oh, geez, it's kind of scary. Oh, I just got butterflies. Holy. I can't even see the bottom. Let me get in a better position where I'm not gonna feel like I'm gonna die here. It's weird seeing a mine shaft not covered, not gated. This place is really isolated, I'm telling you. It's kind of hard to see in this one because it goes straight down. Ain't no way I'm climbing down this thing. Look how strong these boards are on the ladder. I want to go in a mine that's not straight down, right? It's a lot more risky. You gotta rely on the ladders that were built forever ago. As we were hiking up, we saw those holes. I wonder if they just connected into that mine shaft, right? Or this mine shaft. Yeah, check out the overall landscape here. I gotta say, this landscape right now is absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's a little wet. I can smell, you know, the desert with the rain, the petrichor. It's kind of interesting because we're not, like there's not these huge peaks, right? Like we're high up, but it's kind of like valleys on top of the mountain. It still blows my mind that the first people in this mountain range back in the 1870s, 1880s, the effort to them would be worth it, right? How excited would you be to just go to a new land of opportunity, you know, and stake a claim and you're thinking, I could be rich, right? And I have a purpose. But unfortunately, this mountain range was just too isolated with not enough income from the mines, right? Or justification to build anything permanent. So the shelters out here are not permanent. They're all falling over. I mean, you know, they put a lot more effort into the actual mines than they did the shelters, right? But yeah, I think I'll move on. And I did see a few things around this area. I gotta say, this is so awesome. Yeah, this is just all carved out. It goes all the way over there. I get mostly excited when I know that I'm truly isolated, where there's no chance of running into anybody, right? Just follow the vein. I see kind of the mining road keeps going up this a little bit, so while I'm up here, I might as well go up that and check it out. Also, I need to take it easy or else I'll hurt my back again. Get too excited. So I'm seeing stuff down there. There's a hole in the mountain right there, but it's pretty far down there. There are bugs right now that are opening up my legs and blood is pouring out of it, and they're all just going there to suck the blood. They open me up and then a bunch of bugs just keep coming by and they keep getting me. I'm still debating walking down there. There's no easy way to do it. Oh yeah, here's another shaft. What the heck? Dude, these are scary just because they're exposed. Yeah, the bottom, you can see it. I mean, you can't really see it, but it's just 15 feet down there, not missing out on much. Pretty interesting. Oh, that wind feels so good. All right, well, let's check this out. I don't see any animal tracks, but why wouldn't an animal live here? It's really hot out. It's really nice in here. Pretty cool. I see spiders hanging down, ready to get me. Pretty cool. Just goes down right there. That's the end. Kind of see some pack rat poop down there and stuff. That makes sense. Yeah. Whoa. Pretty cool. Just hidden holes everywhere. Just like a brothel. Nope. All right, when I was looking down at this one, I was up there and I'm getting pretty close to it. I see a few kind of prospects here. See, I don't see any footprints, trails, nothing over here. I mean, I see animal trails, right? But there's no footprints or any sign of people. Look, it's just like a straight line, or kind of straight, of just different rock types. What do you know? Here's one of the mines. Look at that. That one actually looks like it would be okay to go into, but the approach is difficult. You'd have to have some rope to get down there. It's like 10, 12 feet. But the main one I wanted to see was over here. Yeah, there's also, you know, timber laying around and some old piping right here. Oh, the trash tells a tale, as they say. Okay, let's see what this is all about. There it is. See the, you know, slag or whatever you call it. The dirt they pull out of the mine there. Dry creek bed, running right by it. Anybody here? Yeah, this doesn't go that far. Oh, water's dripping on me from up there. Yeah, it doesn't go too far here. There's the end there. Whew. I'm sweating. It's a little humid, especially in that mine there. Pretty cool, but yeah, more like a prospect or just a small claim. Hiking a little further in, and I don't think that mine that I was at was the mine I saw from above. I think it's over here. So we'll keep going. Oh, well, here's another one. Well, that's definitely collapsed. Down there, I don't know if you can see it, but just a big dry riverbed that goes down. No tire tracks or anything. I see a bunch of trails from probably deer and pronghorn. We're probably like half a mile from the actual road where I parked. Then I had to go over and down that. And then we're finding these scattered, mines. And look, this is just here. Right? It's just a hole. I don't know when the last time someone was here. This is incredible. We see another mine shaft. Just imagine someone standing here and being excited about the prospect of these mines to have something that could take care of them and their family. I think it was more exciting than what we think. Because, most of the world right now is explored, right? I mean, when do you get a chance to live and think, oh, there's some unexplored territory, to white people? Obviously, there were Native Americans here, but, to them, it was just this unexplored territory where they could come and put a claim and see if they could strike it rich. Can't really do that nowadays, Imagine if there was a continent that, was relatively unexplored, that nobody really mapped out at all, and you could go there and have the potential to make a lot of money by staking a claim in a mountain. Real hardy folk. Must have been hobbits. All right, there's this last one, then I'm gonna go back to the truck. This is like the first stop that I wanted to stop at, and I can't stop. Oh, it's another shaft. Oh. These just go straight down. They must have had ladders. How else would you get down there, right? Doesn't go too far though. Most of these are just caved in. I think it's time for me to get back to my truck. All right, let the hike back begin. So back there is where we just saw those mines. But I can kind of see the remnants of an old mining road here. You see that? It goes between those two trees. Comes down this. Goes around that, and then down there. Very faint. I don't even know if the camera can pick it up. Just trying to piece together all these different locations and how they got here and how difficult it was, It's fun to think about. All right. Let's keep going up the canyon. Driving through this canyon, I couldn't help but think about the people who came here more than 140 years ago. They all had a dream and a sense of adventure, and I know that a lot of us aren't really all that different. The reasons may have changed, but that desire to see what's over the next hill never really goes away. All right, pulled over. I found another cool looking mine shaft. So I'm gonna hike up here, see if there's any other mines by it, but I flew up there on the drone and looks pretty cool. Not too far up here too. What a beautiful day. These clouds are just making it so nice. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. That's scary. That's huge. That's probably like 20 feet across. Wow. It's really loose on the edges, right? So I don't want to slip in there or my camera to fall in there. I wonder how you'd explore that nowadays. You could obviously rappel down. The sides of it are so crumbly that it feels like it'd be super dangerous, right? Whoa, that's cool. Yeah, see all the flat and then it goes to that big mountain back there. That's where the government owns it. It's such a mysterious place. I'd love to go over there. All right, I'm gonna head back to my truck. I don't see any other claims or mines or shafts or anything. So beautiful out though. How many times have I said that? There was actually another mine shaft right next to it. I can get a little closer. Oh my God, it's scary. I mean, that one looks, if you're crazy enough, I bet you could get down that one. Without a rope, I mentioned how isolated it is because I keep thinking about it in the context of people in the late 1800s coming out here for prospecting and mining claims. Like I said before, it's like 50 miles to the nearest decent town. Kind of cool to think about. Well, I've kind of been exploring for a long time today, so now I think it's a good time to find a good camping spot. I'm gonna go down to the salt flats, see if there's something there. I can just kind of pull over and have a good sunset on the salt flats. If not, we'll find something. It's so open out here. Just a matter of finding a spot that kind of calls out to me. Okay, now we're off the mountain. We're basically in the flats. Look behind me. Just nothing. Pure flat. Basically the salt flats. If you go a little further, it gets saltier. What am I saying? So if I keep going down the road this way, which is north, then we'll hit the government barrier where I can't go any further. All right, let's go. I saw in my Gaia GPS or my Gaia maps that there was an old spring here. And hey, it's still here. This is cool. And here it is. There's some tall grass you can see kind of skirting the desert here. Look at this. It's a military area, like 50 yards from the spring to the west. So I'm really close to that government area. Pretty close to it, but yeah, this isn't private land, so I think I'm gonna camp here. I'm used to being dusty, especially when I'm camping out here. Yeah, I'm just gonna rest for a little bit. Maybe lay down, and then I'll catch you at sunset or when I grab something to eat. Man, nothing beats a desert sunset. Just openness. See the sun to the very end, going over that horizon. Just absolutely fantastic. The mountain behind me getting all lit up. All right, what's for dinner, eh? Well, once again, I got Crunchyroll imitation crab, baby. I need to actually start cooking some good meals out here so you guys can enjoy it. And I got a roast beef provolone sub and brownie bites, baby. I couldn't resist. Like a true man, let's start with the brownie bites. I should not have started with that. Now my teeth are covered in brownie. Looks pretty good. For, grocery store sushi. Sushi just hits the spot every time. There's a few bugs in here, but that's all right. Yeah, it was a great day. We saw a lot of mines, drove through that mountain, camping in a very isolated spot. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you all in the morning. Good night. Morning. Oh man, slept pretty well. It was hot though in this truck for so long until like midnight or something. Feels pretty good outside. Wow, it feels really good out here right now. Anyway, that's it. I'm already sweating. Whew. Might need to transition to forests. The only time it sucks is when you're trying to sleep, really. Well, according to my research, there should be some type of claim or mine right on this hill. I don't see it from here, so I'm gonna put my drone up and see what I can see. It also said there's an old mining road right here, so maybe this is really old because I don't see anything. Well, I can't really see it on the drone. Let's go up here and see what we can see. I think it's right on that little hill right there. Well, I hiked up to exactly where the spot is, and you probably can't see it, but there's a little indentation right here. But yeah, maybe it was just a claim and nothing really got done with it. So, okay, I went a little further down. Wow, this doesn't really look like much either. Looks more like something than the other spot though. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but you know, that kind of segues into what I was talking about the whole time, right? People came out to these mountains looking for riches, dreams, you know, providing for their families, for freedom, really, right? Coming out to the western US with all this open land, you know, going on some grand adventure without vehicles, mind you, right? No vehicles, just horses, wagons, and then realizing how isolated and hot and dry it is out here. And yeah, you never know really what you're gonna get when you're looking for these old mines. There's no pictures online, just kind of markings of where the surveys were or where the claims were. So the earlier ones we found were super exciting, right? Those big mine shafts, the ones you can go into. But then there's ones like this where I can't see anything of it. Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna call it there. I appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to like the video if you had some fun. And hey, subscribe if you want to. I put videos out every week trying to find isolated history. But yeah, like I said, thanks a lot for watching. And I'll see you in the one next week. Peace. Got some wild horses again. I see them every time here. They're really close this time. Check it out. Hey, old boys. How you doing, huh? You guys doing all right? What about you on this side? Who are you? So cool. They're all beat up. They have a bunch of bite marks on the side of them. Yeah, these guys fight all the time. Well, they don't really seem bothered. They're used to vehicles, so I'll leave them alone. Man, I'm blessed all the time coming out here for seeing the wild horses. It's awesome.